What up? My name's Axiom and welcome to the second episode of what we now call The Word. Formerly known as Beat Street TV, but still in association with Beat Street Records at 439 West Hastings Street in downtown Vancouver. We are still bringing you all real, make you think what you not hip-hop, complete with live performances, music videos, and interviews. Recently we ran into Yarah Bravo, Abstract Rude, and DJ Vadim in the middle of their Soundcatchers tour. We talked to them down at B Street Records, and here's what they had to say.
Yo, greetings world. This is Little Miss B, aka Yarah Bravo.
When I woke up, all you called was the shade on my hat, on my face. My words are made for the strain on my waist. Pains engraved in my physical days and physical ways.
And over there, we got DJ Vadim.
And the man in the center is Rude, Abstract Rude, Haiku the Top, Project Blowed, Abby Rude, Dear Abby album coming out, Rhyme Says.
Many lack the flow, only half of whole.
So how's the tour been going so far?
It's been really good. It's very exciting, very inspiring. Every show has been, it's been good, and we learn. We still getting to know each other artistically and personally. I'm very excited.
Oh, the tour has been going lovely. We've had a few unexpected surprises where we've had some really good turnouts. Bozeman, Montana being a spontaneous show that we did. We also rocked a spontaneous gig in Nelson, BC. Why do you feel like there's such a negative draw towards hip-hop or such a draw towards negative content?
I don't know, because sex, drugs, and violence sells records. So at the end of the day, when the biggest part of the market of rap music may be people who don't have shit and they see people on TV who are blinging and have shit and they're talking about thug shit, maybe they can relate to it, I don't know. But there's a reason why the thug stuff, whatever you want to call it, gangster, sells more than things like Talib Kweli or Mos Def.
If you chose not to overexpose, you would know that TV freezes souls. If you chose not to rip out and close, you would know life is not those videos. If you chose not to overexpose.
I also think it's the fact that they want to keep the people stupid, and if they keep listening to violent stuff, ignorant music, people are going to remain ignorant. But if you get artists that are talking, uplifting lyrics and, about starting a movement, about people rising up, about people educating themselves, then people are going to go out and do that. And if they do that, then the people are going to rise up and they're going to realize, what, maybe we're not living, very good. Maybe the government are doing stuff wrong. So they don't want people to question. So in that way, the people who actually have intelligent lyrics and inspiring lyrics, those people are always, they are kept on the underground for the fact that they are scared of people rising, I would say. Keep the people dumb.
What I think is the negative draw comes from the taboo of the things that your parents don't want you to hear, that they want to keep you away from. Those are the things that always intrigue children and intrigue whatever the government seems to want to keep us away from. I mean, it goes as far back as rhythm and blues artists that were adding a little bit of shimmy, in their whole performances, like the Ike and Tina Turners, the LaBelles with Patti LaBelle, and some of the sexually racy stuff that Elvis was doing. Parents want to keep their children kind of shaded and protected from more adult themes. And that alone drives the kids to want to run to those things. It's no different than, a father telling his daughter, don't mess around with no thug. The first thing she wants to run out and get is a thug.
I do definitely agree with that, but I also think that the record labels do try hard to keep that positive hip-hop and positive music in general, off the market. TVs, the radios, they're all boycotting it, they're all boycotting it because a lot of the negative stuff talks a lot about, spending money, buying cars, buying this, buying that. And of course, all these big companies want people to buy their shit. While the more positive artists might not talk about that, might talk about not spending your money on you know, worthless stuff that you don't really need. So of course they're gonna support those type of artists that tell you, go out and buy this if you want to be like me. You need at least 3 cars, you need a big ass house, put that shit on credit, and own it for the rest of your life, you know?
Let's take, for instance, the most current 50 Cent's Kanye duel, right? The public finally took a responsibility with their buying dollars. That's the only thing that commerce understands is money, what a consumer will pull out of his pocket for. And so 50 Cent swore that he would sell more than Kanye West. People saw Kanye as like the underdog. He generally has more of a positive message in his music.
And he works with a lot of positive artists.
He works with positive artists, and the public, thank you, public. You went out there and you did what you were supposed to do. You supported Kanye West, and you showed 50 Cent that it's not all about shooting and bulletproof vests and I got shot this many times, and this is why we like you, you know.
When I woke up, all you called was the shade on my hat, on my face. My words are unmade for the strain on my waist. Pains engraved in my physical days, in physical ways. I get physical strain from my individual ways. Meanwhile, I'm not fulfilled. This feeling should not be stilled. Rewind time and rewrite lines for the concept of you to feel. Docile if you so will, fragile, then you go downhill. Drinking wine, forgetting time, not time to be refilled. They say if you snooze, you lose. Wanna spend my days to confuse. Is it cause I blaze all day, unfaith and that's on news? If it's new to you, this is Yarah. Rap and the blues, don't get used to it. Running mascara, I refuse. Closed doors prevent outsiders from you in. But struggling alone makes it tougher pursuing dreams. But it seems